A notorious New Brunswick serial killer is dead. Alan Legier died Monday in a prison in Edmonton. The Correctional Service of Canada confirmed the death of the 78-year-old. Legier was known as the Monster of the Miramichi. He killed 5 people over 3 years in the 1980s and terrorized the region while on the run.
He caused a lot of harm, a lot of anguish for the people of the Miramichi in particular and New Brunswickers in general. So, I do not regret his passing. He's gone and the world is better for it.
Legier was born in Chatham, now part of Miramichi, in 1948. He had a reputation for being dangerous, and on June 21st, 1986, he and 2 accomplices robbed a convenience store near Miramichi. Store owners John and Mary Glendenning confronted them. The couple were badly beaten. Mary was raped. She survived, but John died. Legier was convicted of second-degree murder in January 1987. He began serving a life sentence at a prison southwest of Miramichi in Renouse, but he didn't stay behind bars for long. Legier was escorted to a hospital in Moncton for a medical appointment. While alone in a bathroom, he used a concealed piece of metal to unlock his handcuffs and leg shackles. Legier left the hospital. It was the start of a 6-month reign of terror for the region. On May 28, 1989, Annie Flam was found dead in her burnt home over the shop she ran. Legier raped the 78-year-old and her sister-in-law, Nina Flam. Legier then lit the building on fire and then disappeared. The next victims were found on October 14, 1989. Sisters Donna and Linda Donnie were found dead in their burnt Newcastle home. A later court decision described a horrific scene. The string of crimes left the region on edge. People began locking their doors, keeping their children inside, and Halloween trick-or-treating was cancelled. The manhunt was massive, led by RCMP, but Legier remained at large. When Father James Smith missed services on November 16th, parishioners checked the church rectory in Chatham Head. The 69-year-old's badly beaten body was found. Legier drove off with Smith's car, and the manhunt continued. His capture began after visiting a St. John bar. He hijacked a taxi to get to Moncton, but he was left stranded during a stop for gas in Sussex. He forced a truck driver to take him, and police finally caught up to the truck on a rural road near Miramichi, and Legier was arrested. Crowds gathered when Legier went to court. He was first tried for escaping custody and sentenced to 9 years. In August 1991, security was high, as Oromocto High School became a courtroom. Its auditorium was set up for jury selection ahead of the start of Legier's trial. Legier was tried and convicted of the 4 murders, and it was one of the first times DNA was used to help convict someone. He was sentenced to life in prison and classified as a dangerous offender. As late as December 2025, Legier was seeking full parole. It was denied. He was considered a high escape risk and high risk to public safety. Correctional Services of Canada hasn't said how Legier died.